Hello everybody. We're working on a different project today. I have been making this I don't know, more like a collection of overlays to show what's playing. You can see I have like a version of it around here on the actual stream. It's actually a little bit different than this one, but it's really similar. But yeah, some of these I have not finished. We're probably just gonna work on getting one or two of them made. Basically, like, this is just a dashboard page where you can go and you can like customize the whole thing. Unfortunately, I was not very good at this is actually what that one that's on my stream looks like. It uses this layout, but then I shifted the image over and lined it up like that. That's how I got it to be a little bit like right here. That's how I got it to look like it's longer. Yeah, some of them are cool. Like this one, the album art gets embedded into the label of the record. This one's cassette tape where you can like change different styles and like change the color of the tape. You can also shift the color to like whatever color tape you want, or you can set it to where it just rotates through the colors. I did put some thought into some of these. Unfortunately, I didn't do a very good job at like making things consistent. Like you see, this one has a color picker because I thought to do that eventually, like once I got to these, but a lot of my earlier ones that I made is just a slider. I'll probably go back and change that. They all do tell you the hex code. I feel like that's handy just because you can line it up to colors that you use inside OBS. Especially if you want to do like custom text over something. Yeah, this is the one that I made most recently, I guess. It has way too many controls, but this is the style of color picker that I finally decided to do on everything. I just have to go back and change everything. I feel like this is the easiest one to use. It still shows the hex code in the corner here, but you can just slide it around. Like, I don't know if you can see this. I'm adjusting this right here. Like, we can set this to, what is that, 255, 106. And then I'll do 255, 106. And then make this like extra dark. And then find an orange that kind of goes with that. Probably like right there. Boom. Now it's orange. Or if you want to just go crazy, I mean, you can do whatever. Or if you want to make it like a really almost grayed out pastel kind of color, you can do that too. It's just like the saturation level of it. I actually need to make this wider. I need it to go all the way down to 0 where it's gray. And then up above this to where it's like a super bold color. I wasn't really trying to get everything like 100% perfect just because I have time to fine tune it. No one's using this except for me. At least not right now. It is on my GitHub if anyone wants to play around with it. It doesn't actually work as intended right now. You can just download and just use whatever HTML files you want though. Like if you just want to run them in OBS, I can kind of show you an example of what you would do to set it up. But yeah, that's what we've been working on. But yeah, if you just want to like come and download one of these HTML files, you're gonna need the editor. That's how you would edit them, and then these are the individual files for the editor. So like if you only wanted number 3, then you could just download the editor and F3 and it would work. But you're also gonna need no, actually you don't even need that. Once you edit it, it'll generate a new one of those. But you will need, where are they? It's weird looking at it on GitHub. Probably in here. Yeah. No, that's the images. Yeah, you'll need some of these. Yeah, just download the whole thing. It's not that huge. I mean, it's a pretty small collection of stuff. Just download it and then you can use whatever ones you want. Or if you want to wait a little while, eventually I'll have this into some kind of easy to use system, hopefully. The end goal is to figure out how to I haven't decided yet, actually. I have some thoughts. The best one, we can just cancel this. This is not my real OBS. Clearly this is just a dummy one. But yeah, you would just like, you know, whatever scene you had, and then add a browser source and call it whatever you want to call it. Music overlay 1. Sure. And then you would click local file and then, you know, go find it wherever you downloaded it and saved it to, and then set the dimensions. That's another thing. You might have to guess on some of them. I have it for this first one right here, but I have not gone in and actually like figured out what all of them need to be. I'll get around to it. And then yeah, and then click OK, and it would show up on the screen here. Now to get it to actually load in what song is actually playing, you would need to download Tuna. It's an OBS extension. It's free. It's pretty easy to set up. Actually, even in here, if you go to settings, I have an instructions page right here. You're welcome to read through these. It has instructions to like get everything up and working, and then how to use the editor. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory, but these are here if you need a little extra help. Actually, I just saw something broken. That's broken for some reason. So yeah, I restructured. That's broken too. All of this is like, oh, it's because of this, because that's only supposed to be like one line right here. So it's everything's getting shifted down and looking weird. It's fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, no. That's what I was gonna say. Check for updates. Some of these buttons don't work yet. Actually, if you click this, yeah, it's just gonna say you're running the latest version because it doesn't know any better. But the plan that I had is to use Tori. I don't really know a lot about it, to be completely honest. I was looking for solutions because I don't really know. I've never made like a desktop app or an actual app, like a web app. Sure, yeah, that's fine. But I've never made something people, you know, install. But apparently with Tori, you can convert a web app into a semi kind of desktop app. it seemed easy enough. Like, you just still make everything web-based. And then, like, you know, create your backend to do what you need to do. And this is simple enough that I might actually be able to do it, because essentially, whenever somebody edits, whoa, I got like real pale right there, huh? Essentially, whenever somebody clicks the save button, all this has to, well, right now, you see it just downloads. It literally just downloads a CSS file, and then it's up to you to put it where it needs to go to work. So really, the only thing my backend is going to need to do is show these front end pages and put that file in the correct location. And that's it. So that's why I think there's a pretty good chance that I'll be able to figure out how to do it. Maybe. We'll see. Totally did not mean to just close that though. Okay, we can open that back up. Meant to drag it over there. Yeah. So essentially, we're not going to get anywhere close to being done still. But we'll get another couple, one or two overlays done. I am starting a little bit early. I'm going to end a little bit early too. I'll still be streaming, but the today is supposed to be a tech stream, and I kind of skipped it last week, so I didn't want to get off schedule too bad, in case I have a few people watching. Haven't seen some of my regulars in a while, but it's my fault. I skipped a week and then only did game streams for a week, so it's been a little bit since we've actually done any kind of tech project. Where to start? I guess we can pick which one we're gonna do. I can do any of these four right here that aren't done. I already have the background files for these two, and for these two, I actually don't think I need background files. I think I can make them purely with the CSS. Because it just needs like a blurred color layer set like to a low opacity. I'm pretty sure I can just do that with like a color block. So yeah. But these I do already have the things to make them. I made this one the other day, and this one I've just been holding on to. Let me see if I can find it. It's not a real... where would they be? It's not a real equalizer. That would be cool. Maybe one day. But I have not found a successful way to get that passed through to my backend. Maybe once we get this switched into Tori, I'll have some more things exposed, at the actual hardware level of the computer. I don't know. I don't even know what it uses for its backend. I gotta look. But if we could figure that out, it seems like it wouldn't be, ooh, what is going on? That was horrible. Yeah, okay. I don't know if y'all heard that loud buzzing noise, but I definitely did. That was gonna blow my ears out. So it's basically just this. I'm literally just gonna like shove this on the top of that and like set the opacity of this down a little bit. Yeah. It's lame, but it's another variation. The ultimate goal for this is to like create these generic ones, right? Which, I don't know, some of them aren't really generic. I thought this one was cool. I spent a lot of time on this cassette tape, y'all. Like, it probably looks so dumb, but like, I spent a lot of time on this. Way more than I should have. But the ultimate goal is to one day have a store page where this whole section here is just an embedded iframe. I'll actually like get a site pulled up so that that can integrate into the desktop application. But basically where people can create their own layouts, upload them, and then, you know, people can just download them. Might be cool. I don't know. Some people might have better ideas than me. I'm not always the most artistic, I guess. Or at least like I'm not fast at doing it. So it takes me a while. I'm slow. But yeah. So which one? Which one should we do? Which one should we do? Let's do this one since we were already talking about it. Oh, that's something that we can do. So this image is broken and this is broken. Let's fix both of those first. The reason why is because I actually did start restructuring. All of this was just, I mean, you saw it wherever I had GitHub pulled up at. This is what the, you know, the whole directory looked like. Most things were just like in folders or just shoved into root randomly. It's clean. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, see? It's clean now. Or at least cleaner. But that's because I needed to get everything into some kind of hierarchy to actually make sense of all of this, especially if we're gonna like, because we're gonna keep adding more. Like it's gonna get huge, and I'm gonna get lost. And we still need to put it in. I believe I looked up the standard directory for like a Tory project. Everything needs to be in SRC anyway, so that's what I did. Hopefully, I don't have to change it again because it took a long time to go back and like fix a lot of the links in all the pages. But yeah, we can figure out what's going on. See, this is where the coming soon page is, but that's from where this index page lives. I don't even know. I would think that it's the same on those other ones actually, because these are all together. So what was it? It was 5, 6, 9, and 10. So 5. See, that's already the right length though. 5, 6. Oh, well, 9 and 10 doesn't have anything in it. Those shouldn't even. What the actual? Whoa, 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 whoa. Something weird. Let me look at number 6. Oh, look, this one, both of these are going to number 7. That's why. Yeah, that was opening the wrong page. Yeah, but now we're still back to the problem where we pull up. I think it's this. No, we'll do. Well, maybe for now, we'll just do this so that y'all can see everything. We need to find we need to find what's causing this image not to work. Because these go to... Oh, no, they do not go to these pages. These are switched, I think. They're here. So where would you go for that? You would go up one. And then you would go to... No, it's the same. It's literally the same. They're still in assets. So, well. That's another thing that's weird. That's not the right page, that's why. Okay, we were looking in the wrong one. So, these don't even matter. We need to look in 10. Aha, yep. There's an extra. There's an extra thing. Now we have a picture again. Oh my gosh. My dumb mouse. Sometimes I lose it. I got too many monitors. So what is that? 10, what'd I say? 5, 6, 9, and 10? 3, 6, 3, 5. And we'll do save all. Yep. Which we didn't even need to fix 10 anyway, because we're about to work on that one. But I just have been trying to get everything back to a working state. We need to figure out where this is. Settings. No, I don't even know where that's getting it from. Let's see. That would be in the settings card. Check for updates right here. That is not correct. This is the instructions card. It's right here. On click, check for updates. Loading. Let's just get the helper to do it. Here. I don't think that's it. Ta-da! Path issue. Way down here in the actual function. Okay. Makes sense. Yep. We should have guessed that. We literally just dealt with that with those images. And now it fixed. The picture looks not. These boxes all look, cards all look not so wonky. So back to here. We can work on number 10. So this is actually where I really enjoy having this little AI, because he can make like 80% of the page, sometimes more, sometimes like he gets it real close. Which, yeah, none of these are perfect, mind you. Like, the one thing I know I for sure need to do is put some space up here under the header on each page. This one's not so bad, but like, take a look at this one. Even less. One of them is really bad. I don't remember which one it is. This one. Yeah, look, it's like smacked right up to the edge of the thing. But I mean, that's easy fix. That's like styling things that I can kind of like fine tune later. I really am trying to get the layouts for the overlays built and getting them functional, because another thing that people wouldn't think would be challenging but is stupidly hard to do, like absolutely stupid, is this right here. So I'm having to make this, oh, let me make this bigger so people can actually see what I'm talking about. I'm having to actually make this generate CSS function, right? And what it does is it, you know, creates the CSS file and then downloads it. It doesn't sound hard, but the problem is that you have to figure out each of these, how do I even explain this? So there's controls for everything on the page, right? We'll just pick one that is image size value, right? Okay, right here. So whatever that would be, album art size. So whatever you change this to, this has to calculate there, which is handled up here, right? But then it also has to multiply it times the scale. That way it looks correct in OBS. This is where a lot of other overlay widgets that I've taken a look at for reference on when I first started this is where a lot of them kind of fail. They don't actually change the scale of it. So they literally just recreate this page, take everything off of the page and leave this. That's fine. The problem is that whenever you get this into OBS, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I can blow mine up pretty large and it not look that bad. There's been a lot of them that I've looked at that you cannot. They'll be so blurry, it'll look just bad, just real bad. And obviously, like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna make it that big. But there are some things that I wanted to do with the way I was making this. Like, for example, one that I use right now in one of my layouts is right here. It's pretty big for like just what song's playing. I'm actually using it to just fill in empty space. I wanted my other monitor, you know, right here, and I wanted my main monitor over here, and my camera up here. But then I was left with this big empty space. So I kind of just, you know, shoved the song that was playing up into the top corner to fill it in. Like, yeah, it's not that handy. But another one that I could see that would be useful, like I haven't done it yet, but I do eventually want to add this one into my BRB scene. So on the Be Right Back page, it would actually show. Go over to that monitor. It would actually show this, and this one is actually meant to. Let's see if I can size it up a little bit. It's actually meant to fit edge to edge. So I guess like a banner is what you would call that, or what that would be considered. But yeah. I didn't want, or like, you know, I might even use this one on the BRBC. The problem is like when you're on the actual page and I change I'm changing the scale of the page, it looks fine. But whenever you blow things up in OBS by just grabbing them and stretching them, you're not changing the page scale. You're literally keeping it exactly like it is. You're just blowing that image up, and that's what makes it blurry. And all the overlays that I found had that same problem. Which is fine. If you're always going to keep it small, most people will, and it'll never be an issue. But for some of the uses that I wanted to use it for at the time, even now a little bit, but it was an issue. And a lot of them only give you one thing to pick from. Like, yeah, I'll make these two like your standard frosted glass music now playing thing. Like, what is it? The basic one that's in Spotify or something. I don't know. But like, where's the fun in that? Like, okay, yeah, mine's up on the screen like 24/7 right here, but eventually I'll probably set it to where it, like, you know, hides after like the song changes, where it just like, you know, pops up, shows the song, goes back down or whatever. But like, even if I wanted to leave it on the whole time, like, you can't tell me that wouldn't look cool shoved in the corner of the screen, and it actually like show the album art inside the record or whatever. And the same thing with the cassette tape. So I don't know. I think some more are cool, but yeah, this figuring out how to make these scale correctly is very much pain. Yeah, very much a pain. Basically, all these numbers are, I think I'm using scale is constant of 2 right now. So all of my numbers in the editor are doubled when it gets to the actual how do I wonder if I can pull that up somehow. I should be able to go to this one. Oh my gosh. Main. Let's see. Main. Pages. 01. F1. Yeah. So I guess I can't show you. I don't remember why. I don't remember why exactly, but this does not work correctly when I have live server turned on. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm using a live server address. Something to do with security in here, I think. Yeah. So it won't work. It's because one of the functions in the JavaScript checks for a file on the machine. And Chrome's like, oh, that's dangerous. We can't let you do that. Which, understandably, yeah, that actually makes sense. It's just irritating for this particular project. And it's more of a headache to get around it. That's not the limitation inside OBS. The browser, whatever it uses, either bypasses it or doesn't have it in the first place, so we're good there. I guess we should figure out. We don't need any of this, right? No. And if we did, I can always just copy it back from another page. I guess we should figure out which page is most similar. So I'll show y'all. Well, I already showed y'all the equalizer. I really think that I'm pretty much just gonna copy frame 1. Yep. I think that's the easiest way to do this. We're just going to copy frame 1 and we're going to add a few extra controls to it. So to make it easier on Claude over here, we're just going to copy F1, the whole thing. And we're going to put it into, what number did we say that was? 10? And then we're going to do the same thing for this is 10. Okay. F1 into the F10 editor. We is very style. Only a few controls to the page and another what is WebP? Is it a video or is it is it like a GIF? And animated. I guess we can just say it's a WebP file. File. The current overlay. To start, let's fix the 80. Watching in F10 that still says, or is F1 files to say F10. So since I just We'll see what all he can get done. If not, I mean, it's easy. I could have just done like Control F and searched for F1, but I actually put it into my hair today, y'all. It look different. It looks like way longer. Like way longer. It's usually like stops like right here. It's freaking crazy. It's not like perfectly straight, but pretty close. Pretty close. I don't really know what to do. I don't wear my hair down a whole lot. Usually it's tied up. Let's see. I'll tell you another thing I messed up. Whenever I first made these, instead of doing like F1, F2, I should have did F01, F02, F03. I'll have to spend a day and like change that and then go back into all the files that gets referenced off of that and fix it, but probably not right now. I could try to get him to do it, but he jacks crap up. If you ask, no, I don't. I would rather him just make me a file like fresh and then let me tweak it and then adjust it, fix whatever needs to be fixed, than have him actually try to go back and change something or restructure a file later. Because he does worse at that than he does at just making it fresh. Like, it would be easier for me to just be like, hey, make a whole new file, than tell him, hey, go fix this one thing. Because lately, he can't do it. Like, we went, I'm gonna get mad all over again. I lost my shit earlier today on a fucking Claude. I had to walk away because, and I should have just fixed it myself, and I know better. I really do. I know better. But I told him to make, I was working on a page and I told him to make it 3 columns. 3. And I mean, I probably told him a good like 8, 9, maybe even more than 10 times. I don't know. And he assured me it was 10 column, or no, 3 columns. And I was looking at the file and I was like, no, it's not. You keep adding in extra ones. And I was like, count them with me. And he would be like, yes, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. I'm like, no, there's 4. You fucking idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm getting mad all over again about it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I know better. I should have fixed it for myself. But I didn't. I just wanted him to realize, like, I don't know why you're only counting 3. There's 4. What was he doing? He was doing nested columns. He was doing like 3 main columns, but on the last one, it was 2 columns. Or no, maybe it was like the last 2. I don't remember. I just know some of the columns had 2 columns inside of them. So then on the page, you're counting it and you go like, oh, there's 4 columns. Oh, there's 5 columns. Oh, we're back to 4. Like, he would fix it and then undo his fix and then go back, but it never like truly fix it. There was always more than 3. And I kept telling him 3 total. That's it. The end. Like, make it 3 exactly. And he's like, it is. It's 3. And he would assure you every time. He's like, oh, I fixed it. Like right now, he says, all updates have been made successfully. Like, it's always successfully. It's always perfect. It's always working. It's all like he's the biggest gaslighter ever. It's freaking great, but it's really not. So yeah, no. I'm mad again. So dumb. I deleted the whole chat too. I was pissed because I don't need that in his context. Like, okay, here's another thing, y'all. Number one, don't argue with your AI. They're not real. But number two, when you do, because you will eventually, delete the chat. Because now they just have extra words in their context that's going to throw off anything you try to do after that. Like, if you want to yell at them, let off some steam, whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. But delete the chat, because you're just making every interaction after that worse. Now he has a bunch of garbage in the context window that is going to take forever before it actually gets cleared out. And then even whenever the conversation gets compacted, it's a chance that he's still going to leave a note to himself after the compaction that is like, he's probably going to say user is a dick or something. I mean, not really. I don't know. I'm sure that's not what he says, but yeah, that's still going to be in the context for a long time. Just start a new chat. It's easier to just re-explain it and have like an actual fresh, clean context window whenever you're doing stuff like this. But yeah, no. Go nuts, get mad, yell at him, cuss him out. I don't care. I ain't judging you. He did look like he fixed a lot of this though. I guess it wasn't that many places, to be honest. And we can see, this is another thing. This just happens to be one that's like not the best one to do. Like, see right there, F1 changes to F10, but it's also still gonna search F1 because F10 is also F1. So, I mean, this was a kind of a dumb one anyway, but I really did need to copy F1 into F10. So, frame 1. And yeah, I know that that's in the CSS, but that is still going to use that file. So that's fine. That's just because I didn't name them. Super great. F10. Visualizer bars, what do we call it? I don't remember. Page title should be at the top. Yeah, color bar visualizer, and right here it just says visualizer. Let's make this all consistent. Color bar. I don't like that either. Like, he does something, but then like half-asses it. Like, y'all saw that. It was named 3 different ways. Like, just pick one. Just be consistent. Hey Monty, how are you? Oh, you know, just fighting with the AI. Or I should say fighting with myself. I'm literally causing my own problems, but you know, what else is new? We're working on a project. This is how you see this right here, where it shows like what song's playing in the bottom corner of my screen. This is how I do that. I'm building a little, I mean, there's other ways to do it. Probably the best one, if anyone wants something that's like ready to go and works, I believe it's called Hirens NowPlaying, or hyphens, or Xiphens now. I think that's it. Yeah. Xiphens NowPlaying. It hasn't been updated since 2020. Also, it only has this one. Like, it's pretty much this. It might look a little different, but I'm pretty sure this is similar to like how the controls are, and it's just one frame. Whereas mine has several, but none of them work yet. So just wait. But yeah, like this one will be a little record or a little tape. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just working on a fun little project. I guess what we could do is we could get this pulled up and switch to a monitor where y'all can actually see this. Not that one. We need this one. Yeah. And then we'll make this a little bit smaller. Can I fit that into there somehow? There we go. Trying to get that. I have new layouts. Yeah, see, that doesn't scale well, but like pretend that y'all can see everything. It's the best I can tell you. Yeah, it just doesn't scale well. It's not going to happen. And I need it like that so I can actually see what's going on. There won't be scaling on the actual app whenever I'm done making it, so I'm not really going to focus on that. Like, it's not like I need it to have mobile responsiveness or anything like that here. But what we do need to do is we need to get this to sit on top of that. That's another thing. Anyone who's working on web pages, so I actually just messed that up whenever I was explaining to him to like put the, I didn't mess it up. He misunderstood me, honestly, if we want to be technical down to the letter, because I said to put the visualizer on the top. I meant the top, up, above, whatever you want to call it. Now, he put it on the highest Z index level, so it sits on top of this. That's not what I wanted. I literally wanted it on top. I didn't say Z index. But now, to try to explain to him what he did wrong, I'm going to say, hey, you put this on the highest Z index. I want it on the lowest, but I want it to sit above it. Not at the highest Z index, just probably actually the lowest, but higher up, like north. I don't know how do you explain this? Oh yeah, what time have you been going to bed lately? I have been staying up pretty late recently, actually. I'm probably gonna actually gonna get on Fortnite in maybe like another hour-ish. I don't know if you'll probably be in bed by then, I guess, but See, I can't stand this shit. Look, he put all of this in the actual HTML. We already have a separate CSS file. Use it. Like, I didn't put it there because I felt like it. Like, use it. I will. Before 10. Well, if you're up in about 40-ish more minutes, at 8:30, I'm gonna get off of this and switch over to Fortnite. So if you want to play, if you're still awake, I can play for a little while with you. But I will definitely still be on stream. I'm just going to stop the stream for 5-ish minutes or so, and then switch over to a Fortnite stream. Yeah, see, this does not seem right though. Like, why are we having to do -240 to get it to line up? I don't know. We're just gonna go with it for now. I'm sure that I'm gonna come to regret this later. That's pretty lined up. Nothing. It's not exactly the look I was going for, but it is better. Something like that, but I don't know if I'm gonna change the color of this bottom section. I might just make another color picker for it and let people choose their own color for it. And also, like a slider for the opacity. Because I think that this would actually look fine if it had some lighter opacity to it. Another thing I want to do is let's add in a drop shadow to the video file. I'm guessing that would work since it's transparent, like it should still show it correctly. File, please. Yeah, that works. See, that already looks better. Now we're getting like this weird chopped off issue right here, but it's actually not. Let me see if I can extend this. See, it's just because I had the page narrow, but that won't be an issue whenever it actually gets passed through to OBS. So yeah, I think it's fine. I want to add in for the Where let's see. See what he did? I specifically said make this on the PNG, and he made it literally change the opacity for the entire thing, like the opacity and the brightness. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's, I could try a different model. I've been using Haiku because it uses a lot less tokens. It uses only a third of a token. Now, my favorite one is Sonnet 4.5. That is the one that I was using for the longest. 4 and then 4.5. But I don't know. I don't know if I should go back for it, because it seems like I'm having to repeat myself more with Haiku. But it wasn't a problem until recently. I would say, honestly, within the last month. Like, within the last month, something has happened, and his normally, like, cautious, kind of conservative approach to thing has just gotten insane. Like, it's to the point where it's frustrating because he doesn't do what you tell him to do. He just makes up whatever he wants to do. Like he's getting a freaking personality or something that's not good. It's definitely not good for actual coding. Because when you say, hey, make a slider, like, this was pretty simple instructions, I feel like. Make a slider, like, you see all the sliders on the page. Like, clearly he already sees the format that I made the first one in, so he can follow that. But when you say make a slider to change the opacity of the PNG, there's only one PNG on the entire page. And instead he attached the opacity slider to the actual container. So whenever he does that, that changes the opacity of not the PNG. It changes the PNG, both texts, the album art, which is a JPEG, the progress bar, and the WebP file, which is running the actual visualizer bars. I didn't say to do all of that. I said the PNG. Like, I don't use words for no reason. Like, if whatever I said, just do that. Like, I don't know. I really don't know what's happening, because it wasn't this bad until I would really say about a month ago. And another thing that I've noticed is that I don't know if it is a Anthropic issue or if it's a GitHub issue, but since I'm using the GitHub Copilot like version of Claude, which I've thought about changing. I installed the actual Anthropic Claude code, blah blah. Yeah, I just haven't set it up. But this was working fine for the longest time. But they have reduced his context window. I don't know if it's in an effort to save tokens, like how much you're using or what, but it's bad. Like, this is not even that big of a project, really. Like, I have much much bigger ones. But for some reason, he'll what is it called? Condense? No. Yeah, condensing the conversation or something. It'll show up way more often, and that specifically has only started happening in like the last 2 weeks. It went from like he might condense a few times in a session to he might condense now every like 10 messages. It's ridiculous, and it takes a while now. Like it's not. It used to be fast. Like he would condense the conversation. It would take like, I don't know, 5 seconds. Now it like sometimes will take a minute or more. And I haven't figured out what's going on. It's very possible that I have an issue on my end, but I haven't changed anything. So I, can't think of anything that I would have done to cause it. It's not like I even have any like, fancy custom setup or anything. Literally just using it right out of the box, or however you would say it. Like, haven't even done any customization to the chat really. The only thing that I do is click this and then select which model I want to use, type a message, and hit send. That's the only thing I've ever done. Now I can, do a new chat or, cancel a chat and blah blah blah. But I've never messed with any of this stuff. I don't even know what any of it does. I mean, I have an idea on some of it, like, specific instructions for the chat, probably. MCP servers. I did look into this a little bit. It's interesting. Like, I guess you can make your own tools that he can hook into. Keep saying he, it, whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, you can make like your own tooling. Haven't really looked into it enough to really know what I'm talking about, just enough to kind of understand how it works. But no, I haven't even done that. So that's why I don't think it's anything that I've broken. There's something on the back end that's, and I get it. They're probably trying to do everything they can to optimize all of this because there's more and more people using it, and that means more and more resources, which is costing them more and more money. But I really don't care, because at the end of the day, if I'm not getting a good experience, I'm not going to keep paying for it. And yeah, I'm only paying like 20 something bucks a month or whatever it is right now. But like, honestly, like, I would totally be fine paying the more expensive one eventually. I don't really have any other AI assistants. Like, I don't pay for ChatGPT. I don't pay for anything else. But I actually really enjoy having it right here in the IDE. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I did things before I got it, honestly. Like, Googling things one step at a time. I guess that's how I did it, honestly. But I went from extreme Googler to AI. Or what are they? Vibe coder. Yeah, I'm a vibe coder. I don't care. People act like that's an insult. I'm still making something. Like whenever I understand why that's a dig at people. I do. Like a lot of things people are making, like they need, probably like really secure systems, and every line of code is going to have to be, scrutinized or whatever. I'm not. This is just like fun little side projects for me and whoever wants to use them. It's all going to run on a local network. It's not going to be anything fancy. So I'm okay if it doesn't, if it's not perfectly secure, or if it's not, the fanciest program you ever saw at the end of the day. Like, I really don't care. But it does need to work. So it's frustrating whenever, you get used to using this tool, AI, because that's what it is. It's a tool. Like, you get used to using it, and then all of a sudden, like, you go to use it, and now it's taking you 5 messages to get the same outcome where it used to only take you 1. And it's not like I'm really being not not descriptive. Like I'm looking up some I don't know, like I feel like I'm, you know, I'm not doing like 2-word responses or anything. There's a couple that I did. I said go up another 80. I guess that's a little kind of a short response to give him, like prompt or whatever. But like he actually did that one successfully. But normally I give like, you know, 4 or 5 sentences like, hey, try to explain it in detail. So he has enough context for what I'm asking him to do. He just chooses not to do it a lot of the times. Very frustrating. So let's see. What else do we need to change on here? We need, you know what? I gotta get used to this. I don't have to drag things over anymore. I literally have a button. I have a button to do this now. I have my second monitor hooked up finally, y'all. I can actually switch back and forth between both of them. I just keep forgetting because for the longest time I did not have that set up. That's I don't think I had that set up the last time we did a tech stream. But I do now, so I need to get used to using it. What other controls do we need here? I'm guessing, you know, we have the opacity, because I think probably about right there, somewhere-ish, like a grayish color. Now, why he added brightness, I don't know. I literally, like, I'll read you the message. I want to add an opacity slider for the frame PNG. I also want to add a slider to tint the PNG. So, when did brightness become tint? Anyone? Because I didn't think that they were the same thing. This is the things I'm talking about. Like, just read the words. Just read the words that I actually put on there. You used to be able to do that. Why can you not do that anymore? It's killing me. I don't like this though. I really don't. There's something about it that just not, it does not look good. What if I make this the same blue color as that? We can figure out what blue color that is. We can figure out what blue color that is, and I can track down the image that I used for the actual frame. Somewhere. And then we can actually make that the same blue color. That might look better here. Maybe. Or at least if we made it blue, then... Excuse me. Then we don't have to use a tint slider, because that may not work over black anyway. But we could do a hue slider, and I've already done that before, so I know how to do that one. Frame 1. Open with... You know what? I don't even want to do that. Let's just pull it out of here. Frame 1. Boom. I'll come over here so y'all can watch what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything fancy, but in case y'all want to see. I'm I'm literally just, so you can, the color picker here in GIMP, I don't know if anyone uses GIMP, but it picks stuff on this screen. But if you go to this one in the actual, like palette tool, you can actually go to other screens, which is awesome because I can literally put that eyedropper right over one of those blue squares. And now I know what color it is. And then I'm literally just going to export that as frame 10. And then we'll put that back over here. Frame 10. Look, make web file is the lowest z This is another thing. He just shoves important on everything. I hate that. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much. You don't really need that. Like, occasionally you will use important to override something in CSS if you can't find the issue. But literally, like, it's an issue that he could fix or that I could fix. Either way, he should be able to figure it out. Like, he literally did it. He changed the Z index. So why do you have to throw important on it too? Like, that doesn't... Watch. I'll take it away. I guarantee you it still fucking works. See? Nothing on the page changed. Nothing. Those were there for no reason. And the thing is, like, yeah, save that as like something if you really can't figure out something and you just want to like quickly override it on the page. Yeah. Be like, exclamation important, boom. It'll solve all your issues. But it's not magic. Like, that means that there's an issue somewhere that you're overriding, like, to fix it. So just figure out what the actual issue is. Don't rely on an important flag to come in and save the day. My gosh. I think what I should have done here, these corners are round on the actual image and they're round at the bottom to make it look right. But I think actually for this one, it'll look better if it's not round at the top and it's only rounded at the bottom. We'll just export that back over on top of it. frame 10 and 10. Well, I broke it. Does that look better? See, that's another thing about one. Because the way I made these pages, I can't scale them. It is better, but now I can tell that that's not quite right enough. Gosh, words are hard. By 91. And see, that's too big. Can we do half? Can we do decimals here? Yeah, it looks like it will let it. And then there. I don't know if y'all can see that. That actually looks like it lined up better now. But now I can tell that this is just the wrong color blue. That's the whole problem in a nutshell, is it's literally just the wrong color blue. But I did use the color picker, so I don't know what but yeah, see, I grabbed a different color right there. Did I just click the wrong thing or what? I still don't think that that's right. Let's go darker a little bit. Let's try that. Oh shit. What? Darker. Ah. If I can get it close enough, we're gonna call it good. Because I'm only gonna spend about maybe 15 more minutes on this. But that's slightly too dark now. I guess I shouldn't have darkened it after I said that while ago. Border 2. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I kind of feel like that might look good here. That probably looks like it did nothing. I'm not going to be able to zoom in enough for y'all to see this, but there is little tiny black borders around all of these in the actual visualizer. So I'm wondering if the reason this looks out of place is because it's missing that. So we're going to see if that will help the issue a bit. It's like barely even visible, like you wouldn't even really know that it's there. But I think that it's too much. Dang. It needs to be even thinner than that, which is crazy. Like, that was already only like 2 pixels. But that definitely is too much. Like, way too much. Maybe I can just select that. Select border and just take 1 pixel away. No, that's just gonna get rid of the whole thing. Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna have to go back. Border 1. Let's try not black too. Let's try like a really dark gray. Bunch of little tricks we can do to try to get it to look right, but I still don't even know if this is the real issue that's making it look different. But something's definitely making it look out of place. Okay, that is better though. That is better. I think that this might actually look better if I purposely put a gap above it. Now that we have it looking more like it belongs to it. How granular do I want to get here? I don't know. Not bad. It's better than it was. What was that, F7? No, what was the good one? F11. Ooh. Lost my mouse again. Great. I think it'd be better if we did the hue slider that changed everything, the video and the actual little background card that it sits on. Just so I'll line up this blue color better. Let me reset it so y'all can see. I'll line this up better to that bottom row blue. I think it needs to be shifted towards gray a little bit, or maybe darker or something. I don't know. I'll line that up better, but I think as far as like shifting the hue, it would be better to make all of it shift. The brightness is fine because you can actually, like, I think right there looks the best, honestly. Where this is a little bit darker than that. But even like, you know, leaving this on there, that's fine with me. That does not bother me. I just need to change the color. Now the opacity though, I think that actually does need to do the whole thing, which is probably what Claude was trying to do earlier whenever I was complaining. But I did specifically say to do only the PNG. And that's what I wanted for, I didn't even want brightness, I wanted tint. So he did the wrong thing on the wrong element. But we'll leave this. We'll make this do the whole container. And then we'll make a hue slider for the whole container. Leave the only the PNG. Only change the ladder function. See? Yeah, that's better. And that's better. Set the default Okay, this is the last thing. We're going to add in this hue slider, and we're calling this done. I can rearrange this later, but this is pretty much what we've built. We'll discuss it, but I said at 8:30 I was getting off for a few minutes, switch over to a game stream. So that's what we're going to do. I'll just let him finish up. I asked him, well, I gave him a really long explanation, but I asked him to add in this hue slider over here. Where is my mouse? There it is. So I asked him to add in this hue slider right here, and then our little yes no to auto rotate it. He's still working, so I'm not gonna mess on anything right now. This is one of the most useful VS Code extensions, by the way. If no one has used the live server extension, it's very, very handy. You could do the same thing by like making a little, I don't know, making like a backend in Python or something, and you know, serve your page that way. And then you would just do like I don't know, Python start dev, or you could even do like, what's the other one that I did before? npm start dev. I don't even remember how they set that up, but I remember I've used that before for something. But yeah, this is way easier. Whenever you start working on a project, like I've had it up this whole time, this web page that you're looking at right here, all I do is click this button right there. That's it. It shows me what port it's on, so if I click it right now, it'll close. But whenever it's, you know, not opened yet, I just click on whatever HTML that I want, and then I just click here and it starts it. But the thing is, it doesn't just start just that page. Like it'll open up to that page that I clicked on, but it starts the whole project. So I can use this like it was running in a server. Awesome. And it's one click. Okay, it looks like he just finished up. So we can see if this works now. It does not. He made it work on the WebP, but he did not make it shift that also. And I specifically told him. And now it looks like the brightness is messed up. Opacity is still working. Brightness is working there. Changing the hue causes the also breaks the drop on thing. Also, the frame 10 PNG hue is not for some reason. We may not get this last thing figured out, but I will get it working before the next stream. Y'all can already kind of see though what it's gonna look like. The only thing I need to finish up is because I've already let him try to do it like 3 times now and he's messing it up somewhere. And I already have one that's working. Like I was able to get it working here where it changes the hue of the whole thing, right? So I'll just look at what I did here and make it work on this one. Because he keeps saying that he fixed it. Like, he keeps saying, perfect, now it should be working, blah, 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 blah. No. Now it's literally not doing anything. None of these are doing anything now. Now, and you are broken. But I can't just let him keep going forever because, like I said, he is really, really not good right now. Yeah. He's just losing his mind now. I don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. See, I had no faith. I had no faith, but he did it. Auto rotate works. Brightness works with auto rotate. Like, he fixed the whole thing. See? See? Make a liar out of me. All you gotta do is just talk some shit about him. Then he'll fix everything. It's actually working. Look. And it makes the freaking thing look like it all goes together. I don't know, but that's pretty good. Let me see. We can take this right here. That's pretty good. I'm not even mad at that. Let's see. Open in account. Let's just get rid of all of that. Ooh. Oh, is that what those look like? Really? No. No, yeah, I didn't think so. There we go. Close enough. Image. Shit. Oops. I'm losing my mind. Color. Bar. Oh. .png. We'll just throw it in downloads. Oops. Now we need to go to number 10, which is right here. We need to change that to that. And then we have it. It's pretty good. We got it done. I mean, I'll balance these. I'll move a couple of these controls over here to make it, you know, not look so lopsided. And we'll eventually style this page up better. But everything's mostly working. The other thing that I will add that I haven't added yet. See, look, you could do some cool things with this. How do I? Oh, I need to add an image top margin, because this would look good if you could shift this up and make it like here in the corner. Yeah, everything's working. So I'll add image top margin, a font picker. That's something I didn't do on any of the earlier frames. Like, I need to go back into all of these and add a font picker. But I did finally start adding it, because, like, you know, some people are gonna want, and that's the whole point of being able to like position the text anyway, is because like different fonts are obviously gonna align differently. So yeah, that's one thing that I can go back in. But we got it to a point where I could actually get the little preview icon for here, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty good for one little session. Yeah. Could it look cooler? Probably. Does it look good enough? Yeah. Good enough for me. Again, I'm making these as kind of like default ones. The point of this is to, like, you know, people can download it, and if they just want to use, if they don't like that one, they could certainly use any of these other ones. But eventually, hopefully, it will have a store where people can just upload their own designs and anyone can use it really easily. Because right now, a lot of the overlays, like custom overlays for like NowPlaying, on all the like OBS, right now you have to know HTML or CSS to make it, which is fine for some of us, but for some people, they just want something that they can, you know, drag and drop a little slider around and, you know, it just works. In which that's what I'm trying to make here. That's not working correctly. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to visit this page too. It's because I changed all these pages. I recently came in and added this whole header as a module. The pages are changing a lot recently, so one more thing to fix. But that's it for this time. If anyone wants to check it out, I will go ahead and see. I haven't worked on this in 2 months until these last few days. I started working on it a little bit before the stream recently, just so I'd get familiar with the project again. But I will go ahead and commit this change. So if anyone wants to take a look at it or has a suggestion, feel free to check out my GitHub page. It is my same username. Y'all will find it. But until then, until next time, or until 5-ish minutes from now, whenever I start a game stream, if anyone wants to tune in. Until then, I will see y'all later.